much. But yeah, that's more of the heart shape that I wanted. Oh, I should be able to straighten up her face too. Want this to be copied. Let's see. Paste. Don't quite want them to be touching, but they have to. That's higher than that one. Let's see. It's just a fraction too high. About there. It would be equal. I also feel like I need to flip this one though. All right, let's grab you one new layer beneath it. Cool, and let's flip this so it's not perfectly identical. There we go. Actually, undo that, and this one needs to flip. Sort of. It's weird to think that they're the exact same fucking shape on both sides. It just doesn't look right. I'm going to collapse this down. But I do want to have a look at this shape part. I know I'm like chopping and changing here, but whatever. Let me get a new layer up. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be perfectly equal, but you can duplicate layer and this layer can, I realized that I could do this whole time. All right. Down that one. Yeah, that's definitely a taller heart. Let's merge those. Let's give it a tail. Okay, so that's generally, I think, how I normally draw a heart, which I had a problem with for this because I wanted it to be more of a fat heart, more so than a tall heart. I hate these as like perfectly equal ones. This, if I could duplicate it, hide one. And actually, I mostly just want to make it fatter, don't I? I could probably do that. Sure. Merge that. All right. I think that's most of the layer fixed up, but what I want to do is duplicate it. I want to have it darker, but what I want to do is just take it out more. Yeah, I sort of prefer that shape a little bit more. I just kind of got to get it a little bit smoother. Too close there. Oops. All right. I don't mind that. A little bit more than that shape and a lot more than that shape. So let's get rid of this. That's the one I like. One's too narrow. I've got to rename this now. What are you called? Actually, before I do that, just duplicate it. Turn them on. New layer. Flip. For her eyes. All right, it needs to go up a bit. I sort of wish I had just a straight line tool, but I guess I can use this. Yeah, it's perfectly equal height. Exactly where I want it to be. Yeah. All right. I can just move it over that. Probably just barely touching. There. Cool. All right. Let's merge that. And where's my ability to rename this? Edit layer, I guess. Okay. Heart outline. Heart's going to go to the very top, so that's fine. I don't mind that being there. Let's add in a new layer. Just generic outline. Okay, let's hide that. Now, I do want to fix her up a lot. I don't like her face shape being on a tilt. I'm going to need to see that. All right, I've got a 6 pixel. So I'm on outline. Kind of want cheeks coming out here, so not quite. Okay. No. Very hard for me to freehand on a computer, especially with a mouse, for God's sake. Her face might be too long like that. Let's duplicate it and flip it, hey? I normally don't go for perfectly symmetrical, but these days I'm having a lot more trouble with drawing anyway, so I don't really mind. I don't mind that. Let's hide that one, and you can merge that. Let's get some erasing in here. I'm pretty sure it's on this layer. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is on this layer. All right. Not quite. Yeah, something about that. It's fine. All right. Like I said, not the most perfect shape out there, but it definitely gave me something to work with. I think it's a little bit too low though, because her eyes are supposed to be centered. Just want this to move straight up. Somewhere about there, I think works. Where her face is basically supposed to indent. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can't fix up the density of this layer. Definitely helps a bit. You just go up by one. Not quite perfect, but I can definitely work with that. Yep. Cool. Okay. You are erasing, right? Cool. I don't want it to be that thick there. Too much. Kind of don't like how super rounded her face is, but it's not too bad. I feel like it could come down to a bit more of a point, honestly. Anyway, that's going to happen. Need to bring it down straight. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I feel like her having more of like a bit of a definition to a chin. Cool. All right. That's definitely a better shape. Save you. You've already got a name. Yeah, because usually on a layer like this, if she didn't have hearts for eyes, she would have like a nose somewhere here, and therefore her eyes would be up here, which is about accurate. All right. Notice this is not as clean and clear as I need it to be. All right, I'm happy with that nose. Throw that back on. Now, previously I had her like making a mouth, and I was not a fan of it. Um, I thought about like I don't know. I don't want it to have like the cat mouth thing that everybody draws. I'm not really into that, but like I don't mind the idea of like something like that. So I need to cut off like here to be almost touching, almost. I could make her like smile. I know her face is like a little bit lopsided there. See if I can fix that. Feel like I made it more lopsided. Ah, I see it. The bottom side I need to add to. Yeah, so also I was thinking of doing to add to it was like I don't know if I should do because normally to have like a straight smile and stuff like that, you only need like something as simple as that. But I think a weird little smile isn't quite going to cut it. But I sure as shit don't want that. Ah, there we go. I might keep it as just like a happy little smile. I don't know about eyebrows and stuff, but it'd be like up there somewhere. Let me just take a quick squiz at one of my references. I don't really have any references for people using like hearts for eyes. Most people either they're holding a heart or like their hearts are like a little bit OP in their mouth, and, like eyes and stuff. Anything I could think of would be like, I don't know. I'll zoom out. I'll see how I go. Definitely prefer that than the lopsided because last time I traced just like a basic image and it's not what I wanted. It is as simple as I want though. All right. Anything I thought it was maybe making these hearts bigger. I could probably do that. Scale again. You. Let's see. Is this on? Yeah, it's on scale tools. Shift. Yeah, if I was to make the hearts bigger, that would be equal. I want it to be bigger than that. Pulls it very, very equally to one side or the other. It is keeping it, I think, aspect locked. If it stops that, if I just go back a couple to here, and take off. Yeah, don't lock the aspect, please. Okay. So from there, I've got, yeah, basically the same size on the other side. If I did this, I would want to move it up, make it work. So I only want it to come from like the edges of her cheeks. That's the case. I'm going to make it bigger. I think one side's bigger than the other by a fair bit. Just trying to pick a spot on her that's obvious that I can see the same difference. Hmm. Out there. I say she probably does need to have like the little excited mouth still. Alright. What the fuck? How did I end up with? I'm so confused. I ended up with two sets of hearts. That is weird. Okay, you go cut. Oh shit, I took the whole thing. Go undo. Oh my god. Invisibility cut layer. Yeah, okay, so it definitely doesn't have that on her. And now that I'm there, it's not there either. Okay. Then again, I haven't changed it either. It's better not do it where it like gives me like extra again. Alright. I think that's about right. Oh, why'd you move over? Also, what the fuck? It keeps going to like hidden. Undo. Alright. Fuck that. You can go copy if you want to fuck around doing this. New layer. Yeah. Throw it on there. Anchor it. Let's hide this one. God. Get you to a point where you're about equal. Almost. It was easiest when you were between this part up here because that was really obvious that it was equal. All right. So scaling, um, right, yes, shift. I wonder if it's to do with this, like if it locked the layer or not. Adjust, reset, scale, overall pixels. Yeah, I don't want it to be like huge, but um, probably a little bit lower. More about there. I think as far as like getting it to be bigger than I need it to be, that will probably work. Let's get it on. All right, that's just a bit past it. Okay, let me stop there. Let me just mute for a second. In a moment. Needs to come down just a fraction. Yeah, about there. All right, hold on. All right. Okay, that should be good. Be about a good height. So the only thing I'm thinking, wish that it would stop doing this duplicating shit. Oh my god. Yes, finish the scale, whatever you're doing. All right. So apparently I just had to wait until it was finished. Okay. That's fine. I was just freaking out a little bit. You can rename. It's up here. Rename as hearts. Hearts outline. Yep. And normal outline. Cool. I don't mind that. That works. And the only thing I want to do on this one is I wanted to move her mouth up, but I think if I do that, it might fuck around with it again. I was thinking about like, I don't know, I've got two options. If I throw another layer above this, right? Outline transparency. So all I'm thinking is take me back to where I can see shit. All I was thinking about doing was there was potentially like, I apologize if you guys can hear alarms and stuff in the background. Partner's just waking up. It is like 6:45 in the morning. All I was thinking is like I don't want it to have like such a dip of a mouth. But like I could take it from there. And funny enough, that makes a